and welcome to Trucking Along with Kearsey. That's me, your positive voice in trucking. I just wanted to bring up the idea of security while you're out here. I did a video a long time about personal security, but I don't really think I went too much into the idea of securing your truck and your load. Right now, because of COVID, the lack of production of the trucks, the lack of production of the trailers, and the inability to get parts, there is a theft on the rise. They are stealing trucks out here. They are stealing trailers out here. Make sure that you have a really good padlock on the back of your trailer. Make sure your load is secured. Make sure that you are checking to make sure that you are locking your doors at night. I tell people all the time, while you're in the truck, use your seat belts through the door handles. You can also run a rope through the door handles and then through the air horn. So if somebody tries to get into your truck from the outside, it's going to blow that air horn. But that's more of a personal safety issue. People are out there stealing the trucks when you're not in it. So make sure that you ask your company how they want you to secure your truck. There are some trucks now that they will not start without the key fob. There are some trucks that have a numerical pad for an alarm system. However, it appears that the alarm systems will just beep and beep and beep, and it will allow the truck to start. So you can drive away. If you hear somebody driving away with the alarm going beep, 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 you might want to call the cops because they probably don't belong in that truck.
Be advised, Car 4 has control of the pursuit.
Do as much as you can to deter people from stealing. And one thing that becomes an issue is, getting work done. We don't want to lose our parking space at most of these truck stops. So you go to Love's that is already small, doesn't have enough parking, and then they tell you, oh, well, we're not going to have a time for you for 6 hours. Now it's 11 o'clock at night, and if you take the truck and trailer out of the space, what's going to happen? You're going to lose your space. So people will drop the trailers, take the truck in to get the tire worked on or get something fixed, and then guess what? If they didn't secure that trailer, somebody's picking it up and driving away with it. Not good. I don't want that call from, to be making that call saying, oh, my trailer was here and it's gone. Not good. So there are two different ways that you can lock your trailer. The first cheap way is to put glad hand lock on the trailer. Okay. I think these are cheap. They're like 20 bucks, 25 bucks, something like that. But you could just take a hammer and go whack, whack, whack. And it'll break apart and then they'll steal the trailer. The other thing that you can do is put a kingpin lock underneath that trailer. It's a lock that actually goes around the kingpin. So what happens when somebody backs up under it? The locking jaws cannot go around the kingpin. You can't pick it up. You can't drive it away with it. Now, Prime just did talk about this in a video recently, and they were saying that the kingpin locks are $145 about, and that's the best way to prevent theft. Most of the time, you're going to be connected to that trailer, but people are stealing the trucks with the trailers and the loads. So there are air cuffs that they have. They're like handcuffs for your air valves. And they go around it and have a little key and all that stuff. But in recent years, some of the trucking manufacturers have designed the trucks differently. So not all the air cuffs fit on all the trucks. So that can be an issue too. But make sure that you're parking in places that are well lit. Try to be someplace with people around. Understand what's going on in your surroundings. Personal safety is always of the utmost importance. And so if somebody's going to come rob you for the truck, just give it to them. No truck is worth your life. No load is worth your life. I did a video last year about people were flagging down truckers on the side of the road, and then they were just killing them and stealing their money and taking whatever they had in the truck. It's not worth it, people. Just not worth it. Let them take whatever the heck they want. And also, now at Prime does this, so ask your company if they do this. On our Prime app, there is a list, I believe it's under My Prime Portal and then Documents. There's a list of the most dangerous truck stops in the country. If you need to stop at one of those places, make sure that you're aware of your surroundings. Try to park where maybe the back of your trailer would be blocked in so somebody couldn't like swing the doors open. Maybe there's a pole back there or a wall or fence or something where people can just get in and steal your product. Make sure you have a really strong lock. Ask your company what kind of lock. At Prime, they want us to use the Abloy locks. They say it's stronger, it's harder to get through, it's a deterrent. People are less likely to try to steal with that lock because it's not worth the time. Also, most truckers have some kind of a key outside their truck in case they get locked out. Make sure that these are not visible. Make sure it's someplace that only you know where it's at. If you do have to use it and you get locked out of your truck and you do have to use that spare key, don't put it back right away. Don't put it in the same place. You don't want somebody who saw you use it to be watching outside. And then okay, I'm gonna go put it back and now I'm gonna go take a shower, and you come out and your truck is gone. Sort of on the same topic, one of my worst nightmares that I had a couple years ago was I had a dream that the fleet managers had to travel with us and evaluate us for a week. So Greedy One Kenobi is sitting next to me. We drive into a customer. I get out the security gate, I go inside, I'm checking in, I got a loaded trailer, I'm dropping off at the receiver, and I come back and everything's gone. The truck is gone, the trailer's gone, the load is gone, my fleet manager's gone. And guess what? Goofball was still alive. So my cat was in the truck. Goofball was my cat. My cat was in the truck. And now he's gone. So I said to security, what happened to my truck? He goes, I don't know. Well, that was your job. What do you mean you don't know? Where'd it go? Do you have a camera? No, it doesn't have cameras. We don't have cameras over here. Oh, okay. So there's no cameras going in and out of the building. That makes a lot of sense. So then I call up Prime and I tell them what happened. And I'm like, okay, now what do I do? How do I get back to Springfield? And the fleet manager's boss, the operation manager, and in my head, it was this is a real person. I'm not going to tell you which one it was, but it was funny because I could see him saying this to me. He said to me, let me see if I got this straight. You lost our truck, our trailer, our load, and our fleet manager, and you think you still have a job? And I'm like, oh man. I mean, that is a nightmare. Okay, that's a nightmare. That's something I don't want to ever have to go through. And, when I was a kid, my mother used to tell me that I would never be kidnapped because the kidnappers would pay her to take me back. That wasn't nice, Mom. But anyway, down below, tell me what kind of security systems your company has. Do they have the key fobs? Do you like it? Because I think I would just lose the key fob and then I'd be in a lot of trouble. I am a klutz. I'm disorganized. I lose things. And it's kind of funny because I do have a couple new students. I have 3 new students this week. And one of them said, oh, I like how organized you are. And I'm like, only with training, because everything else in my life is like total chaos. My mother used to say I was organized chaos. So thank you guys so much. Like, comment, subscribe, ring the notification bell, and I hope to see you out here trucking along. If you are in the Prime Terminal in the plaza, make sure that you stop and say hi to me. Hi! And I hope you guys have a really, really safe rest of your winter. Make sure that you stop and don't continue if you don't feel safe. Bye.